Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bongiovi, yes, the son of rock legend John Bon Jovi, have officially tied the knot in a dreamy secret ceremony in Italy. The couple exchanged vows in the picturesque heart of Tuscany, surrounded by only their closest family and friends, creating a really elegant yet intimate celebration. So if you've been imagining a wedding that is steeped in timeless grandeur but feels deeply personal at the same time, then this is the perfect dose of inspiration for you. Let's dive into all the stunning details of their special day and explore how you can bring some of the magic to your own wedding day. Welcome back, my loves, to the Curated Wedding. I'm Nazlee. I run Offly Place, an award-winning wedding venue where we have hosted hundreds of beautiful wedding days. I've also recently gotten married myself, so I'll be unveiling all my insider secrets and top tips from both sides of the aisle so that we can discuss the art of a curated wedding. So if you're interested, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified of my weekly wedding tips so you do not miss a thing. Now let's dive into all the enchanting details of Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bongiovi's beautiful wedding day. I, for one, was completely captivated by every little detail, and I have a feeling you're going to be just as charmed. Now, the journey to their special day began in April 2023, when Millie, who was then 19, announced their engagement on Instagram with a romantic black and white photo with a nod to Taylor Swift's Lover lyrics. Her caption beautifully captured the love story's essence, setting the tone for their wedding. Now, Jake's proposal was equally heartfelt, featuring a ring with a deep sentimental value. It originally belonged to Millie's mother, Kelly, who was actually involved in the whole planning process for her proposal. Millie shared how much it meant to carry a piece of her mum everywhere with her, which just feels like such a beautiful and really different touch. Their wedding echoed that same intimate and family-oriented vibe that's really important to them. The couple exchanged vows in a serene Italian ceremony attended by only close friends and family, but the celebration may not stop there. So rumour has it the duo are basically planning a much bigger celebration next year, giving us even more stunning wedding inspiration to look forward to. So watch this space. Number 1, destination wedding in Tuscany and Italy. Let's start with the wedding destination because it was a true showstopper. The couple exchanged their vows in the exquisite Villa Settenale, a 17th century villa nestled into the heart of the countryside of Tuscany. Fun fact, this enchanting 1680s estate was actually featured in Succession's season 3 finale. I am such a big Succession fan, so if you're like me, let me know if you recognised it in the comments down below. The intimate ceremony was held under a lush archway of white flowers, surrounded by an intimate circle of the couple's most cherished loved ones. Now, the venue is considered as one of the most beautiful wedding venues in Tuscany by Architectural Digest. Villa Settenale really is the complete embodiment of romantic Italian elegance. With its own renowned garden and private chapel, there are so many spots to create those magical wedding moments, and the sanctuary of the sprawling estate offers Millie and Jake just the perfect romantic retreat for their secret celebration with their guests. Now, if you're craving a wedding that has a similar feeling of a romantic retreat, then a countryside manor might be the answer. Away from the hustle and bustle of city life, manor houses are such a great option to consider for this. I love the idea of treating a wedding as a retreat weekend with all of your guests, which is very similar to what I did for my own wedding at my venue, Offly Place, and it worked so beautifully. Just make sure that you choose a space where there are a few different options of spaces that are perfect for a small curated guest list if you want to have that same close-knit feel and atmosphere. A white floral archway. Now, one of the standout features of the ceremony was the breathtaking floral arch, a real masterpiece adorned with layers of pristine white blooms. Set against the lush backdrop of the towering evergreens, the arch was a truly stunning visual contrast that really exuded this timeless elegance. The intricate arrangement included baby's breath, white roses, and hydrangeas, bringing a really ethereal softness to the space. Now, the florals extended gracefully all the way down the all-white aisle, transforming the garden into an immersive, dreamlike setting that invited guests to really feel connected to the moment. Incorporating an arch into any outdoor ceremony just creates a really picture-perfect backdrop and also creates a sense of intimacy around you both. And lining the arch with matching blooms just amplifies this effect even more, making the entire experience feel really enchanting. Now, if you're not as into the picture perfect style, I opted for a broken arch for my own wedding ceremony, which created a similar feel but in a more asymmetric sort of way. So there are always tweaks that you can do to all of these tips to make it feel a little bit more reflective of you. The florals in this wedding echoed the couple's choice of this sleek black and white theme that we keep seeing, which I'm seeing all over the wedding world as well at the moment, and I simply love. It just feels so timelessly elegant and is a really easy way to create a sense of cohesion in all of your elements. Multiple wedding dresses. Now, it doesn't surprise me that Millie Bobby Brown opted for an outfit change because, to be honest, that's pretty much become the norm for celebrity weddings. But she managed to include not just 2, but 4 different dresses in the celebration. Each one was perfectly reflecting its own individual special moment. So the first one was a custom gown from Galia Le Havre inspired by the designer's Anais range, but it was created bespoke for Millie. It was a beautiful white lace featuring a fitted fishtail skirt, corseted bosses, and trailing lace-trimmed veil, creating a really dramatic and elegant silhouette. Galia Le Havre also designed custom looks for both Millie's mother, Kelly, and Jake's mother, Dorothea, who is John Bongiovi's wife, which added just another family bond to the whole day. The couple also had a pre-ceremony photo shoot where Millie wore a vintage-style Valentino gown with a silk corset, a cap sleeve lace bodice, and a lace skirt, which just echoed a little bit more of the lacework in her Galia Le Havre gown. I really love this look. And with her dark hair falling loosely around her face, again, she managed to capture that effortless elegance so beautifully. As the ceremony transitioned to the reception, Millie changed into a full lace halter gown by Oscar de la Renta, while Jake stayed in a classic tuxedo jacket and bow tie. Millie's hair was down for this look, which I love as a transition, especially if you feel like you'd like a more formal updo for the ceremony. It gives you a bit of change. Later in the night, she changed into a playful, short Oscar de la Renta off-the-shoulder dress to hit the dance floor, and in a really iconic touch, Millie even borrowed Jake's Tom Ford bow tie for a whimsical photo moment, blowing bubblegum and reminding us that even though she looks like a princess for the day, she is still such a fun-loving girl at heart. So if you're thinking about featuring a few different looks into your own wedding day, picking ones that capture different moods is such a fun way to do it. Now, the ceremony is the perfect place to go for a more formal, dramatic gown and an added veil or other traditional accessories that you might have, or family heirlooms. Then you can switch to something a little bit shorter, a little bit more fun for your reception. Definitely something that you can dance in. A statement accessory or fun element can also add a really playful twist. Choosing your officiant. Now, we need to talk about the couple's officiant because they ended up choosing a very special officiant for their wedding. Someone that any Stranger Things fans might recognise, Matthew Modine, Millie's Stranger Things co-star and of course beloved on-screen father figure. Now, Matthew's actually known Millie since she was just 11 years old and was said to be completely honoured to be part of the day. He even revealed that he'd written personalised vows for Millie and Jake to exchange for the ceremony. When he was reflecting on why he was chosen, Matthew shared that his relationship with Millie had always been really nurturing and supportive, having provided her with guidance over the years. He was actually even the first person in Millie's life to meet Jake, which made his choice as officiant just that little bit more special. Now, I had a few different wedding ceremonies when it came to our celebration, and we chose to have my uncle as the officiant for our intimate Persian wedding and my cousin as the officiant for our larger wedding celebration at Offley Place. It felt so lovely to have a familiar face and someone who we adore and who knows us so well by our side for that special moment, and they could truly tailor the ceremony to reflect us and our love story. So choosing an officiant who holds a special significance in your life, whether that's a mentor, a family member, or a long-standing friend, can just add that little layer of warmth and closeness to your wedding ceremony. And choosing someone who's been part of your whole journey as a couple can be extra special for that moment. So if this is one that you're considering or you're not sure of, this is your sign to definitely go for it. Matching wedding merch. Now, this wasn't part of their actual wedding day, but it has got to be mentioned because it's just such a fun detail. These two have been seen completely embracing matching couples merch on a couple of different occasions. Now, stepping away from the classic embroidered silk dressing gowns or anything like that we've seen so many times before, they've been out wearing fun Americana style outfits. Now, if you're planning on having a few different wedding events, especially including more casual activities, then some custom relaxed looks can be a really huge injection of personality and fun into your celebration. That could be anything from monogram t-shirts, cozy hoodies, or even classic inspired vintage pieces. But opting for matching casual pieces brings a little bit more lightheartedness to these more formal celebrations. So that is our roundup of Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bongiovi's wedding day. And I hope you found some inspiration that you can take for your own big day. From the intimate Italian villa setting to the lush monochromatic florals to her stunning gowns, there is just so many details in the simplicity for us to get inspired by. And of course, if the rumors are true, we may see them host a second celebration with a big celebrity guest list soon. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that we can break down all the details of that one too. If you're inspired to try any of these trends in your own wedding, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your plans. And if this video gave you some new ideas, give it a like and follow for more. It really means a lot. You can also follow me on Instagram at the.curated.wedding, where I'm always sharing fresh inspiration and wedding tips, so you're constantly in the know. And sign up for our monthly newsletter via the link in the description, where I'm sharing my insider tips and the most incredible suppliers from my little black book of contacts, so you won't want to miss out. See you next time and happy planning!